Hey, I just wanted to let you know that Zoe and I were talking. We wanted to get together sometime next week. We all been busy, so it's time for a catch-up. Plus, it's the holiday season, you know? Just let me know when works for you so we can make something happen, all right? I'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Good job out there. But it's important to stay humble in times like this. But seeing both you guys go off last week has me really excited about what our offense can do the rest of the year. We have something special going, you know that?
No doubt, Coach. We're going to get rolling now.
We rise together, don't forget that. You two keep playing the way you did last week, and the rest of the offense, it'll fall into place. I promise you that.
Here in Week 13, we've got a shutdown corner looking to lock down his former team. Jalen Ramsey and the Rams take on the visiting Jaguars. Next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they enter play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 19 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, "Coach, We've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So, Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. So what's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on third down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game's progressing.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dancing, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The CD here, this offense, at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter. On third down, Robinson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run it now with Robinson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Now Jackson. Touchdown! Carter Landry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, one thing you can say about Carter Landry, he has always been a red zone threat, and he makes the catch there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Now this throw caught left side.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Luke Farrell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Powerful running, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Caught by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go play action with Jackson. Being chased out left. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. With Charles in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. This complete to Jones. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This complete right side to the tight end Farrell. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. And Sharp calls it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They have to love seeing that from their young. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I'm going to hit you all night. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, it's Robinson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They'll run here with Robinson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run. Robinson trucks over him. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson.
His 2nd TD of the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as they're
All right, enough said.